Welcome to Mariner Mojo. We're going to do our free agent predictions today with the MLB Trade Rumors Free Agents Prediction Tool. It's pretty cool. That over there somewhere, that's Joe. He's muted or something. Anyways, hey, yo, what's going on, dude? Pumpkin Pie, hey, Trevek, what's going on, guys? Hello? How's it going, bros?
Okay, dude, we're good now. For some reason, whenever Streamlabs always changes my input
I don't
audio.
remember asking.
Okay, well you're just kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn you down a little bit. You're kind of just yelling in their ears. Hello, Mojovians, Mariner Mojo fans. Hi. Colton did the intro for me because I'm dumb and I don't know how to do anything. But yeah. Hey, the MojoCast, guys. We're back. A little live stream action.
Second live stream we've done, by the way.
Number 2, it's gonna be the best. Second the best, right?
Nope. We also have the link in the description down below if you guys want to go ahead and follow along and do this with us.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting from 50 and working our way up to number 1 with Aaron Judge. Joe, let's get going.
Hold on, buddy. Dude, I told you, I closed out of the wrong thing when I was, like, ugh. I closed out of the wrong thing, okay?
I don't think you guys understand what it's like working with this guy.
Okay, dude. Now I can't find the right thing. I'm like, I was literally on the page like 2 seconds ago.
Let's go, says Pumpkin Pie. Dude, I want to.
Okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes, Joe.
I'm ready. Okay, now bear with me. I gotta resize the camera so we all look normal. And we're there. We're there. We're there. Bang. Time is called because we need to get going into these predictions. Kyle Seager. I'm just calling him Corey. Jesus Lord.
Seager, Aaron Judge to the Angels.
That's an interesting one, Aaron.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
Pitching be damned. If they score 100 runs a game, it's fine.
No shot. Why would anyone want to sign with the Angels? Dude, I promise you, Anthony Rendon's like, oh my God, I made the biggest mistake of my career.
It's a joke.
Well,
Of course it's a joke. Of course.
All right, yo. So we're gonna be doing the MLB Trade Rumors Free Agent predictions here.
Yes.
Starting at number 50, going to number 1. We're starting with
Drew Rusinski.
Rusinski.
Who? Sinski?
Joe Husinski?
Yeah, I don't know. You did
so,
say Joe, but that's fine.
Whatever, it's fine. Okay, I have a thought. So MLB Trade Rumors has 4 different people saying where they'll go. Everybody said something different. One guy said the Diamondbacks. One guy said the Athletics.
No, wrong.
One guy said the Royals, and one guy said the Red Sox.
Wrong. All wrong.
I agree. All of those are wrong.
I think. Do you know where I'm at with this?
Nope.
I think are you feeling a reunion? I like reunions during a lot of these free agencies for players. So I had him going to the Marlins because that was the last team. That was the last team he pitched for.
Interesting. I love the Clown of the Angels. I love to too. I think. Okay. Ooh, Marlins. Interesting. The Marlins already have a really good staff, though.
He was a starter in Korea. That's correct, but he was a reliever before he left. So if the plan is for him to come back and be a starter, then that's a whole different bag of worms.
That's true.
But I don't know. Maybe they'll use him as a reliever instead. Those are my thoughts.
So I was thinking about this truly as him being a starter.
Okay.
I did not think about it the way you just said it. I was gonna say the Nationals.
Why?
As a starter. The Nationals. I mean, there was just something from MLB Trade Rumors earlier where they said that they wanted to add a starting pitcher.
Oh.
And I think he'd be a good
I mean, he could be like a Chris Flexen coming back from the KBO and
that's the idea.
Be fine. All right, I can back that. I'll back that. We'll go Nationals.
Nationals bet.
How about he just goes back overseas? Okay.
Just goes back to Korea?
Yeah. Oh, Senga's like number 11 Pumpkin Pie.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get there. We'll get there. You gotta stick around though.
Yeah, you guys can't leave. Yeah. If you guys want to know about Senga, you can't leave.
Yeah. We're shackling you here to the thing.
Clevenger. You guys want to know why I have Aaron Judge going to the Athletics? Stick around.
Stop it. Clickbait. Mike Clevenger. I have a thought.
Lay it on me.
Angels.
I agree.
To me, this feels like another trial with like a Noah Syndergaard. What they tried to do with him. This is what this feels like to me. Again, it feels like a guy that was good and then wasn't as good, and then the Angels are like, why not? Let's just throw money, and then we're just gonna try it. That's what you're gonna say too, Aaron? Yeah.
So our boy Matty Ice says Rangers to sign Jacob deGrom to a 5-year deal from source. So
Per source.
I have not heard anything about that. I will peruse Twitter.
I mean, I have definitely seen like the Rangers and the Mets are like the big players. Those are the two big players, but I don't think nothing's stirring today.
Yeah, I have not seen anything about that. And honestly, if DeGrom was to sign this early on, I just don't think he would this early on.
Yeah, you gotta hold out if you're one of the stars. You know, it's just how it works.
Yeah, I think Angels is a good one for Clevenger because when he's right, I say they'd probably give him like a 1-year deal. I'd say
really just
maybe 1 year with an option because he wasn't that great last year.
No, of course not. I think another team that could be a suitor potentially would be the Giants because their staff's fine. If they lose Rodon, but they took like a flyer on him essentially, like a 1 year with an opt out. If they do that same thing, they're willing to do 1 year with opt outs. Who knows? Maybe Clevenger comes back and like is good. I'm not saying like he's going to be Carlos Rodon good, right. But like something like if I had a backup plan if he doesn't go to the Angels, I could see the Giants too.
Yep, Giants think is a good one. I think the Cubs might be a good one too. They're looking for starting pitching.
Cubs are gonna be big players in this.
Oh, yes they are. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. All right, Angels it is. Lock it in.
Done and dusted on that one. Corey Kluber.
This is another one where I could see him going to the Angels. But
I disagree.
No?
Nah, this one for me, like I said, I'm a reunion guy. This is a reunion with the Guardians in his last, and he's going to retire after this, is my opinion.
Interesting. Aaron has him go to the Yankees. They tried that.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe they run it back.
The Yankees already. Yeah. Maybe they run it back. Yeah, they traded for him.
Mm-hmm.
When he was with the Rangers. Yeah.
My pick would be the Guardians, but you can.
I like the Guardians. I think the White Sox aren't a terrible choice for him.
Sure. I know the Guardians don't really need the pitching like super much, but
it's true.
That would be my pick.
If they're gonna sign somebody, I don't know if it'll be a starting pitcher though.
Yeah, that's fair. There's another option then for me to have a reunion with the Guardians.
Francisco Lindor's going back to the Guardians.
No,
that's crazy.
No. Spoilers.
That's insane.
The trade video hasn't come out yet.
Oh, right.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Okay. You also think Guardians pumpkin pie? Is that just what we're going with? We're just going with a quick little Mariner Mojovians pumpkin pie Joe special here? It's 2-1 right now.
I mean, it's up to you guys.
It's 2-1.
I mean, I'm down.
What do we think, Joe?
I'm
down for the Guardians.
I'm ready to click Guardians.
Guardians.
I'm so ready. Guardians, baby.
Click Guardians. This hat is hurting my head.
Take it off. Show off your locks.
You guys want to see something? My hair,
guys, don't
sticks like straight up, right?
He looks good, right?
Look at this when I wear my headset. Look at that.
That's a great side profile.
Woo! Whatever. I'm leaving it. I don't care.
Of the 206s here, the World's Got Talent, baby. Let's go.
Oh, what's up, bro? Of the 206, Seattle.
Yeah. What you said.
Justin Turner. I don't think he leaves the Dodgers.
That's this is the theme for me. I agree.
You're like, oh, let's go. He's gonna go to the Mets. Okay.
No, I meant the Dodgers. I think he stays. That's the reunion. I'm talking about. It can be a new reunion. It can be an old reunion. But in my opinion, Dodgers are the play here. Whether or not they can like upgrade like a lot at this position throughout free agency or however they want to do it, but like, I think Turner has to go back.
So, this is a little bit off topic, but I know they were saying nice hair, dude. Thanks, pumpkin pie. I appreciate it. I think that if the Dodgers have talked about being big players for Aaron Judge, and they said that if they do, Mookie might move to second base. Could you imagine?
That would be
if Mookie moves to second base, and then that would make Gavin Lux become available.
We should go get him.
We should go get Gavin Lux. But what if they instead decided to try him out at third
base? That's another thing for sure.
I mean, they don't have a shortstop. We'll get
there. We'll get there
Yeah,
with the
we'll get
shortstop
there.
for the Dodgers.
Pirates made a move. You talking about G-Man Choi or like just now?
G-Man Choi having surgery is also an interesting wrinkle into that trade. If he's not ready by spring training, that's a yikes.
I mean, it's the Pirates. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, but someone's got to
they
catch
had,
98-mile-an-hour fastballs from O'Neal Cruz over there. Someone's got to do it.
it's true. That way he can have more surgery on that hand.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, they have Justin Turner on a 1-year, $14 million deal. What do you think about that?
One
14 million for Justin Turner?
I mean, if it's his last year, I'd say that's fine.
He became a free agent and because the Dodgers declined his $16 million buyout.
Yeah.
Or his club option. And there was a $2 million buyout. So they already paid, if they were to sign him for 1 year 14, that's just 16 million. They could have just said, yeah, stick around, buddy.
Maybe
and not
they're looking to give him less, like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
I mean, what were his stats?
Make fun of the Pirates. I like the Pirates.
I mean,
I like the Pirates. I do. They're just
they've got good core. Like they've had good core talent. It's just like when it goes, and then you got to rebuild.
Their team is not there at the moment.
Yeah.
Turner 278, 350, 438. He was good. 116 OPS plus. He hit 13 homers.
Yeah, I think Dodgers like on a maybe $12 million deal would be fine. Down with the Dodgers.
Chris Martin.
Again, sure. Chris Martin, old reliever.
Didn't he used to play for the Mariners?
I have no idea.
Hang on, I have to find this out. Talk.
He was, oh God, where was he at? Dodgers?
He was with the Dodgers last year, yeah.
Yeah.
He was not with the Mariners.
No. They're, I mean, I had, in my head, I had him going to the Braves. I don't know why. Old reliever just going to the Braves for a year. Those were my thoughts. But again, coming back to the Dodgers would be fine as well.
He was good with the Braves too.
Yeah,
he was good last year with the Dodgers. He was with the Dodgers and the Cubs last year overall.
Yeah,
he had a 3.05 ERA, 56 innings, 137 ERA plus. I mean,
yeah, I mean he's old. He's a reliever, and that's just like what it is. As like relievers, you get older. There's some sort of a fountain of youth in the bullpen. But again, it's just a right-handed reliever. What teams need him? I just think it's either he goes back to the Dodgers or a place he's familiar with, and that place for me was the Braves.
Down for that. Let's do Braves. They could probably use him.
I think so.
I mean, he's Kenley's still there, right?
No, Kenley's a free agent.
Is he a free agent this year?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna. I wonder if he'll get a deal.
I have an idea where he's going.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
You're going back to the Dodgers.
No.
I don't know how much you love
No,
reunions.
no.
Bad owners, yeah, dude, for real. I don't blame. I know what you mean. Off-topic question, but which is better, Major League Rookie of the Year or Sandlot? Of those three specifically, I really like Rookie of the Year.
That's fair.
Personally,
I mean, I'm impartial to Sandlot because I watched it every day for like 2 years straight from like ages 4 to 6. So I'd have to go Sandlot personally.
I think the best baseball movie is probably Field of Dreams.
Interesting.
I really like Field of Dreams. I also really like 42, and I also really like Moneyball, but those are obviously both newer.
Of course.
Or Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers stands here. Purple nuts. Anyways, okay. Adam Ottavino. Do you know where he was at last year?
Last year, he was with the Yankees, right?
The Mets. He's on the Mets. It's all about the Mets.
Right. He was
the
still
Mets.
in New York.
Go Mets. I think he goes back. I think he goes back to the Mets.
I think he goes back to the Mets as well.
He had like a 2.07 ERA last year. He was like really solid, and I think
2.06.
My bad. We're trying. But yeah, I think Ottavino back to the Mets to
I agree.
Be with that bullpen with Diaz. The Mariners sure are one of the teams to watch. People's Karma Squad. He's hit the nail on the head, I think.
For Ottavino?
No.
Or just in general?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I thought he was just making a joke. Like, they are sure one of those teams to watch. Do you know what that? Never mind. Just let me be.
I'm confused.
Anyways, just be confused.
Like the Mariners in general, I would agree. Team to watch. For Ottavino, honestly, maybe. But I think if they're going to get a reliever, I think it'd be a left-handed reliever. So
correct.
Dude, let's go.
Moran. Iron Moore.
Is that what
I would assume Moran. Like Colin Moran
gaming?
Yeah.
Oh. And his brother,
Stop. Michael Conforto. Stop. Michael Conforto.
This is a weird one.
I think this shapes where we have the Mariners playing. In terms of
Planning to
free
go to
agency.
Peoria for spring training, dude. Me too. I'll be there. Let's go.
I won't be. Depression.
Michael Conforto. See, this is a weird one.
What are your
Obviously-
initial thoughts?
Well, obviously he didn't play last year. I don't think the Mariners should get him
Okay.
because it's just too big of a question mark, and they already have so many question marks. If they're gonna sign a player, they need to sign
A first shot, like a first
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
So Conforto,
No.
where could he's going to the Cubs?
You think the
Finally.
Cubs? I have him on the other side of Chicago. I have him going to the White Sox because Andrew Vaughn's gonna finally not have to play left field. He's gonna go play first base where he's supposed to.
He's gone true.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
chat.
That's where I have him.
Chat, Cubs or White Sox for Conforto? It's up to you. Pick one. Cubs or White Sox for Conforto? 1 year, $15 million deal. They still think he's going to get 15? I don't know.
It's tough to say.
I honestly don't know if he could get a 15.
No?
I mean, he's good, but like...
Aaron says Cubs.
Cubs, Aaron?
Sad.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, but especially coming off the surgery and he hasn't played in over a year.
Yeah.
Like, 15, that's a big question mark.
It's pretty steep, but I mean, you look at his numbers. He was like, I mean, his MLB, like his 162 is like 26 and like 93 or something, right?
Yeah, but
Or
it's
like 26 and like 88. Well, they're not. He can repeat. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, he's only played in over 125 games twice.
Yeah.
So
We've got 1-1 on the White Sox and the Cubs.
Okay, we need next person to say. Next person to
This
say
next
Cubs
one.
or White Sox is where we're sending them. Let's see it. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be? You have Nimmo and Swanson going to Seattle?
Interesting.
Interesting. Well, they're both on here, so we might
Double Swanson in Seattle.
that happens.
Triple Swanson. I'm just kidding.
Let's see. It's disappointing to hear Dipoto say they aren't willing to spend a lot of money on a shortstop. It's interesting. I have a video coming out about that in a couple days about that, like what he said. But sub pumpkin pie, big fan.
Love your work.
If we're doing a tier list of best desserts on like Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I mean,
It's S tier.
I can't think of another dessert on Thanksgiving. If I'm being honest, off the top of my head.
Apple pie, pecan
sure,
pie. You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, pumpkin pie is the best, but it has to be a good pumpkin pie.
Sure, I'm willing to concede Cubs. I'll let you have Cubs on that one, because I need this one right here. I need this one.
Oh, interesting.
Oh wait,
Okay,
did we do? Oh, never mind. We already did the Guardians reunion. Michael Brantley to the Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah, run it back.
Interesting.
Run it back for another like last leg of the career.
He's gonna want to sign somewhere that
You think it's like contending? You think that's
is contending? Because yeah, how old is he now?
I'm gonna guess 34.
Why can I not click on his name? All right, hold on. I'm typing. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him going back to the Astros at all. No shot.
Nah,
He's 35 and a half.
35 and a half. Yeah, like 2-year deal with the Guardians to round it out. Be a
Yeah,
left
well,
hit. Doesn't need to.
2022, he had 288, 370, 416, only 64 games, but
I mean, he could still put the bat on the ball.
I feel like he's probably not great defensively.
Of course not. I mean, he's not going to go play defense. Steven Kwan's out there. They got Kwan, Straw, and Gonzalez. He'd just be like a DH.
Guardians, huh?
Oh,
Final
but
answer?
who's the Guardians DH?
Probably like Fran Reyes.
Nah,
or
he's on
something
the
like that.
Padres. Or he's gone.
That's right.
He's long
He
gone.
got traded. Josh Naylor.
He's not first base.
Well, I think Luis Ariz was playing first base. Man, Miguel Sano was probably DHing.
What team are you talking about? The Twins?
Oh, sorry. I got confused of what we were who we were talking about. Oh, God.
You don't have to pick the Guardians. You can do
Just send it to the Guardians. Just send it.
what
Just
about the
do it.
Rays? What about the Rays?
Wasn't he on the Rays at one point?
Brantley to the A's? Poor Michael Brantley. If he goes to the Athletics, I'm
He wasn't
so
on the
sorry.
Rays.
I feel bad for him.
Dude, I would feel bad for him because it's probably the end of his career. Like I was saying, I think like earlier on in his career, he'd go there on a 1-year deal to like as a prove it deal.
Yeah. but
like
he's proved it enough towards the end of his career. I think he's
yeah.
I think he's just gonna
I
go
don't know.
coast to hang out in Cleveland again.
Maybe. Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
Do it.
I already did
Just
it.
send.
I already did it.
All right.
Cinnamon
Okay.
Toast says Xander's probably going to the Cardinals, but he's on the top of your list. Cardinals, huh? Interesting.
So
Interesting.
Cardinals. Arenado at third.
Edmund is short right now, right? Or is he second?
It's Edmund and then Brandon Donovan. I mean, they're both up the middle.
Yeah.
And then Paul Goldschmidt at first. And then outfield. They have
O'Neal.
Tyler. I think they might be. I think they've talked about trading O'Neal.
Interesting.
Dylan Carlson. I don't know. I mean, if Xander goes to the Cardinals, like
Where
if I'm good,
Where does Jordan Walker play? Is he middle infielder?
I think so. I think he's a shortstop.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's AAA. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're expecting next year or the year after. Yeah.
Oakland is where players go to die. Rip.
Poor Athletics fans. Poor Ace fans.
All right, David Robertson.
Phillies. He's got to go
Think
back.
he's
He's like the Phillies need to retain as much. It's not supposed to be like we're making the craziest things ever. It's got to be kind of realistic, no?
Okay, chat. Listen, look me in the eyes, chat, really quick.
The Phillies got to retain their bullpen.
Listen to me, but look at Joe, chat. Okay, look at him right now. This man is just saying that the players are going to a team they already played for. I don't think he has picked a new team one time.
False.
For
The
any
Cubs.
of these players.
The White Sox.
Except for Michael Conforto, yeah. Like, this guy
Mike
is
Clevenger.
Just like, gosh.
Sully, I don't have a good background. All right, I've got a dresser. I'm not as cool as Colton over there. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go with the Discord background.
But he didn't have a team last year.
Ooh,
The Cubs is like not having a team, yeah.
sure. Okay, if David Robinson's not going to the Phillies, where's he going? If you say the Yankees, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm not gonna say the Yankees. I'm gonna say the Mets.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll put the Mets. When he re-signs with the Phillies, just know we could have had one more right.
We're probably gonna get a total of 0 of these right. So.
Wrong. There are 2 guarantees on this list.
Oh,
Wrong.
that already signed.
Yes. Michael Wacha.
Montero.
And Clayton Kershaw. We'll get there.
Michael Wacha.
You're going to hate me.
Oh, he's gonna go to the Red Sox.
He's going to go back to the Red Sox. They need to keep their pitching. He was 10-4 for them last year. He did decent in Boston. They need to retain their pitching. If they're going to lose Xander, which they might, they need to...
They will.
Sure, they will. They haven't reached an agreement yet. They didn't reach an agreement before. They need to retain some sort of stability. If their pitching was like, in 2022, you keep the players that were good, like Wacha, and you bring them back. My vote's the Red Sox.
I am willing to concede that he's gonna go to the Red Sox. Dude, Aaron, Joe and I were talking about that last night, about how confusing the Rockies are as a baseball
If we're
team.
talking about bad owners with the Pirates, talk about the Rockies.
Like the people that, they're so dumb.
See, James agrees. Yeah, they're dumb though.
Like, Walker's going back to Boston. Send him to Boston. Whatever.
I already did it. I already clicked it. He's going back to
Dude,
Boston.
that's crazy. I can't wait to see how Gene Segura is going to go back to the White Sox. Or what? The Phillies.
You're tripping, dude.
I'm having a stroke, I think. God. Gene Segura.
What do you think?
I think Gene Segura is a tough one. I think...
Oh, baby.
I think he goes back to the Phillies.
No! Crazy.
I think he goes back to the Phillies,
what
man.
A wild concept.
Like, I know, like, he was talking about how much he loved playing for the Phillies, and that he, and like, I guess the Phillies kind of like him, you know what I mean? And I like Gene Segura.
Uh-huh.
Man, I was top 3 in All-Star voting. I got to go down on the field and meet Gene Segura when he was with the Mariners.
Look at you.
Because
so inspirational.
Because I was top 3 because I just sat there on my phone and went like this all day. And I have a job where I don't have to care. So I just sat there and did this all day at my job. Send Gene Segura. Send Gene to the All-Star game. This was me. You know what I mean?
Segura
So,
did have a bad time in Seattle. Was what Aaron just
yeah,
said.
no, he wouldn't come back
Because
here. No, he would not.
Was it Kevin?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Kevin Mather. He said, I mean, which
That
everything
that
we've learned-
whole thing was just
Yeah.
yikes.
Bring back Sugar. I wish we could, Osama, but he re-signed with the Mets.
All right, I'll have him go to the Phillies. I don't know if there's a spot for him if the Phillies land a big shortstop because they have Bryson Stott.
That's true.
But
That is true.
we'll have him go back to the Phillies just for you. Andrew
Unless
Chafin.
the shortstop wants to move to second base.
Nope, Andrew Chafin. Lefty.
Mariners.
Lefty. You think this is a lefty we get?
This is a lefty we get, I think. I
Okay.
think the Seattle Mariners are going to sign Andrew Chafin.
All right.
So, I think
I
we
think-
need a lefty.
Correct.
And I think that of all the lefties that are available, I mean, I would like to bring back Matt Boyd, but I have a feeling Matt Boyd probably wants to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time,
agree.
I think he would also really like to be back with the Mariners in his hometown team. But I think Chafin, if we're looking for a lefty, he's a really good option.
Mm-hmm. What Aaron's saying, he's going to cost too much. What do you think?
Andrew Chafin?
I mean, did he decline? He declined his option with the Tigers, I believe. It was like, I don't even want to ballpark the number. Like $6.5 million or something. But that is with the Tigers, and I wouldn't want to be on the Tigers either. So
Hey, the Tigers are going to be good soon. Chafin is your
Soon.
spirit animal. Is that because of his mustache?
he's got sick facial hair.
So MLB Trade Rumors has him on a 2-year deal, $18 million, $9 million a year.
$9 million a year. Okay. I mean,
See,
a lefty for $9 million, that's fine. It's just like, will the Mariners, cough up that much money to a reliever?
He's been really,
I know.
really
Oh,
good.
I know
I'm
he's
spending Andrew
been good.
Chafin.
You're-
I'm giving him 10 for the mustache alone.
For the-
I'm giving him 10.
Yeah.
Look, let me give you his ERA plus over the past 5 years. All right.
I'm listening.
Last year, 243. 2021, 229. 2020. Oh God. 2020. 166.
Nice. That's all I need to hear. Yeah, I mean, I think
He's been
he's
good.
a lefty that we need to sign. So like, I'm fine with him being it. Depends
Yeah.
on the contract, but I mean, works out. It works out. Aaron's
The Mariners
Yeah.
are really good at finding relief pitchers in the trash, so they better. That's true. I mean, I think that relief pitching, they don't need to focus on it at all. I mean, they have great relievers, and realistically speaking, I'm sure you could bring up Adam Macko and have him pitch out of the pen if you need to. Like, if you need a lefty. I mean, there'll be lefties available. You
Yeah.
can get a lefty. It's just Chafin's a very good one, and I think it would be. I don't know. I mean, I think I would call Matt Boyd first. I'd call Matt Boyd and say, "Hey, man, do you want to come back as a reliever
That's nice of you.
for $5 million a year?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2-year 10, maybe 2-year $12 million deal. And then if he said when he says no and he wants to start, say, "All right, goodbye, good sir," and then
That's tough, bro.
call Andrew Chafin.
Yeah.
The thing is like we have like Justice Sheffield, but he's right?
Yeah, he's not good.
And so I don't know. Whatever. Andrew Chafin's going to the Mariners. Deal with it, chat.
Mustache.
Look me in the
Yeah.
chat.
Oh,
Deal with it.
Star Cadian 117 says, but think about Chafin's mustache giveaway night, guys. That's immediate W. That's an immediate W. I'm willing to spend I'm spending 12 million on him right now.
I'm spending $12 million out of my own pocket on him right now. Dang.
That's it right there. We
All right, true.
welcome to the Mariners promotional team. Okay, Ross Stripling. Go next. Ross Stripling. Stop it. Just move on. You can't sit here and laugh. We got to get through these.
He's got the mustache.
Stop it. Knock it off. Nope. Ross Stripling. Where's he going?
I don't think he goes back to the Blue Jays. I don't think they'll be willing to pay him
Correct.
what he's gonna want. I think Ross Stripling is going to go to the Minnesota Twins.
The Twins. Interesting. I had him
What do you
going.
have?
I had him going east to the Mets. In my
That's a good
head,
one.
I think he fills the role that they had in mind with Chris Bassett. Not as good, obviously, but he would
They're
be
actually losing a lot of starting pitching this year.
correct. So yeah, that's why I have him going to the Mets personally.
I like that. I like that. I think that's a good one. I think the Mets is a good one because they're losing Taiwan. I mean, they potentially are losing
Yeah.
Bassett, Juan, and Jacob DeGrom.
Correct, and they
So-
they brought back Carrasco. They have Scherzer, but that's it. So my pick was the Mets. He might be a bit cheaper
Mets.
than the rest of them. He'd be like their 5th starter, but I go Mets.
I like it. Mets it is. Mets it is.
Oh.
You know what? You talked me out of Twins.
Good. Osama bin Diesel, what's up, dog? Asks, are we going to get up early for the game tomorrow? I mean, I'll be up regardless because I work at 5 a.m. But yeah.
I mean, I'll be up because I mean, what the game starts at 6, right?
I have no idea.
Right? It's at 6 a.m.
Maybe.
So like, but fam, I'll probably sleep until 7:30 maybe, and like.
When are the A's moving to Vegas? I don't know, dude.
Not soon enough.
Don't know, dude. It's a big old mess in Oakland. With that franchise, it's kind of sad, but like
never been to the stadium, but you have.
I've been there like 8 times,
and it's really bad. It's as bad as everyone says.
Yeah, I mean it smells. It just I don't need to go into it. It's not great. Okay, Brandon Drury. Think about the Padres, where they're at, who they've got in their positions. Mm-hmm. You know, they got Nola behind the dish. Mm-hmm. You got first base, which is open because Bell is a free agent. Got Cronenworth at second. Will Myers as well. You have Ha-Sung Kim at short until Tatis is back. Machado. And then your outfield, you got, not Hedges. What's his name?
Juan Soto?
Not.
That's his name, yeah.
No, not Juan Soto. Someone else. Oh, Trent Grisham. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know why I said Hedges.
Trent Grisham. Yeah.
Yeah, Myers is a free agent. You're right, Aaron. And then
Myers is.
Left field was Jurickson Profar for most of the year.
He's a free agent
as well.
So
I think he stays. I think he stays in San Diego.
Of course you do.
I think he fills he checks off a lot of the boxes for them. He can play all over the field, which is where he likely will be needed to fit in because if they lose Bell, if they lose Profar, they have 2 big holes at first and left field. And Profar also was another utility guy. So I think they need to bring back one of the 2. And I think it's Drury.
Do you think he goes to the Mariners?
No. I don't think so. Unfortunately for you.
I don't want him to go to the Mariners well, because I feel like
you wanted him on the deadline
as a bench bat. As a bench bat. But if they sign him, I just know they're going to be like, we made the big move.
Yeah, that our big move is Brandon Drury. Yeah. Dude, stop with the mic. Stop with the mic. It's like terrible. It sounds so bad. It sounds awful. Drury to the Marlins to place Joey Wendell, huh? Is that the move?
To the Marlins? Interesting.
I could see it kinda.
It kind of fits. I feel like if that was the case, he'd get traded by the deadline for sure.
Yeah.
Like
just another little rental.
I don't think he's. I don't know.
I have a favorite. I have a fan. Why are you super chatting?
Mariah, what's up, dude?
Hi, Mariah. Thanks. You're my favorite.
Dude, we got a super chat from Spesh for $5.
Why are you doing
Drew
that?
His butt?
You're so dumb.
That's not very good. Drew's a nice person.
You're so dumb. I don't know. I can see the Marlins. I'll give it. It's either Padres or Marlins for me. I'll go Marlins. If they're contending, they don't trade him. But what?
Tyler Anderson, they say he's gonna get a night. That's the qualifying offer.
Yeah, I've heard that he's actually looking at like $20 million because of his career year with the Dodgers. I know. It's not ideal at all. Yeah.
This dude has had an ERA plus above 100 once.
And it was last year.
Since 2018. And they're like, yep, you're a $20 million a year pitcher.
He's the man. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wow. Oh.
What are you thinking?
That's actually crazy.
What team is crazy enough to give Tyler Anderson $20 million if he actually is asking for it?
None of them.
No,
did he get the qualifying offer extended to him? I don't think he did he?
I don't know. All I know is he's going back to the Dodgers. Angels, says Aaron? I don't think so. I don't think this is. I have them going after another pitcher later, but this isn't the one.
They did offer him a qualifying offer,
and he declined.
I don't think he has made a decision yet.
Okay, well, I think he's going back to the Dodgers, regardless of that
Hold on.
qualifying
Keep
offer.
talking. I'm gonna look. Keep talking.
All right, I'm going to keep talking. Tyler Anderson's going back to the Dodgers. They got Kershaw back for 1 year. They're, why not bring him back? They've got plenty of pitching to go around. If they need to, they can trade him. They can trade other people. Oh, I asked what team is crazy enough to spend $20 million. You said the Angels. The Angels are pretty dumb. That's fair. That's a good point.
They're really dumb with money.
That's a good
That's
point.
True.
Is Tyler Anderson the one though? Because if you think about it, they have Shohei. We already have Clevenger going to the Angels, and then you got Reed Detmers, and who else? Who else is on the Angels pitching staff? That's where I need you to come in. Who's else on the Angels pitching staff? Reed Detmers, Ohtani. I have Clevenger going.
Justin Herget?
He's a reliever.
Is he a reliever? Yeah, you're right. He is a reliever.
Come on. Got the funky delivery. I can't think of another Angels starting pitcher right now off the top of my head, if I'm being honest. Gave over $17 million to Syndergaard coming off Tommy John.
Dude, I wanted the Mariners to sign Syndergaard, and once I saw that deal, I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, thank God they didn't
give him that deal. Oh my gosh.
It's still in LA. It's possible. I'm down to go Angels if that's another pitcher we think that would fill out that rotation. A little TA action.
All right, I agree with Angels. I think that's a good one. I can't tell if he's rejected it or not.
When he goes back to the Dodgers, just don't come crawling back to me.
I'm just saying he's gonna go. I would be shocked if he rejected that qualifying offer of 20 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
That's crazy to think that he's worth more than that.
That's the market. Martin Perez.
I'm pretty sure he's going to go back to the Rangers.
Oh, so it's never a problem when you say it, but as soon as they
offered him a qualifying offer, he's not going to reject $20 million a year to go somewhere else.
I agree. I do think he goes back to the Rangers. They're gonna.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I think if they're going in, they're gonna try and get some pitching to surround Martin Perez with him, John Gray, whoever else they bring in. I think that's what they're gonna kind of focus on this offseason. Jock Peterson, young Jock. A lot of Mariners fans want Jock Peterson to come to Seattle.
Another qualifying offer guy.
I don't. Is it? Interesting.
I would not give Jock Peterson $20 million a year.
Same.
No. He is Jesse Winker.
Nah.
Just produced better.
Last year, yeah, in a park where he hadn't hit before. So
everything that Jesse Winker can do, Jock Peterson can do. Jock Peterson just showed it last year.
Correct.
Jesse Winker did not.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
I think he's going to go back to the Giants. I think he's going to accept the qualifying offer. Listen, it's different when they have qualifying offers attached to them. Okay, I would not give him $20 million a year, and I would not give up a draft pick for him.
I agree. I think he goes back to the Giants as well. The Giants are going to try and be big players. They need to try and retain him because he was like one of the bright spots last year. So having him be there with another guy that they bring in as like the kind of cornerstone of that lineup to drive in runs and be productive, I think they should try and bring him back. It's also a good clubhouse presence, I feel like. Just like an overall fan kind of guy.
The Giants are on the up and up too. So I think like them locking up someone like Jock Peterson, what?
Jose Johnson just subscribed.
Yo, Jose!
Let's go,
Let's
dude.
freaking go, man.
Bang.
Yeah, I think they're on the up and up. I think locking up Peterson along with another big free agent somewhere along the line in here, I think would be
bunch of old white guys. James. Whoa. They've got the sexiest manager in all of baseball, Gabe Kapler, all right? Better watch out. That's fair, though. Tyro Estrada, Lamont Wade Jr. That's about it. Jurickson Profar.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Rangers. I think he goes back to the Rangers for a reunion where he started his career. I think he checks off a lot of the boxes that they want. Utility guy that can play, a lot all over the place. And I think he would kind of fit in the certain parts of that lineup. And I have him going to the Rangers.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, that's where I'd have Jurickson Profar going. That is, however, I will say that is with Brandon Drury leaving the Padres or staying with the Padres in my head. So if Drury's still in San Diego, I don't think Profar comes back. But
He's going to be an Oriole. Peace and love.
hey, man, the Orioles, they're gonna try and spend too. They're gonna try and.
That's not a bad idea.
They're gonna try and bring some people in. Orioles are a good one too. I think it's teams that like are looking for like almost like a bang for their buck utility guys. Orioles are a team like that. I think the Rangers, like I was giving my piece. I think the Rangers are a team like that. What do you think?
I think he goes to the Mariners.
The Mariners? Why do you want the Mariners?
Mm-hmm.
Why you think he's gonna get left field?
He can play second base. He can play left field. He can play all over the diamond for you. And Jerry Dipoto gets going when there is a utility player that he can sign. He's like, utility, you say?
Give me him. Give me all that.
I'll take 7. Thank you so much.
Can I have 13 more, please?
I mean, Profile was pretty good.
He was.
Like
Transmit 13 just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription.
Oh, thank you.
WWW. We got Profar as an O, and Orioles could be good twice.
All right.
I personally disagree with your sentiment about the Profar to the Ners. Unless we trade Moore and Haggerty in a deal somewhere, like there's too much. That's fair. I don't know. I think Orioles are a good team though. I like the Orioles. They need something in this.
I agree with the Orioles. Yeah, give him to the Orioles, but think about when the Mariners don't sign Trey Turner, Xander Bogaerts, Dansby Swanson, etc. Just get ready for Jurickson Profar at second base.
Sure. Okay. Aaron, yes. Retweet to the redundancy. 11,332 for Carlos Correa. That's a big contract. It's a big contract.
Is that what they predicted in here?
I have no idea. 11 years, 332 is wild though. That's huge.
Oh, they predicted 9 to 288. Yeah, that's
a big deal. He's 28, so they'll be into his age, what, 39, 40 season?
He's the youngest of them all.
Yeah.
I personally, I kind of think the days are gone of teams
like A-Rod contracts
deals. Yeah. Signing free like early deals like with Julio, I think is common nowadays.
Yeah, locking with the young guys.
Big deals, I think all the teams have just seen that it's just not a great fit anymore. I mean, we saw Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, Robinson Cano, all those guys signed big deals and they all went really poorly. Felix even. And I just think that it's not 11 years is a really long time.
It is.
And
I mean, there'd be an opt-out probably like years like 6 or 7 would be my guess.
Yeah, or at least there needs to be a buyout, I think, for the team's sake, and then an opt-out for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can see it happening, but that's a lot of money and a lot of years.
He played, 130 games last year? Correa?
Yeah, I think so.
Something around that? Yeah, I don't know. Aaron just saying his health is preventing him, but I still think he's going to fetch at least like a 7-year deal, I think. Carlos...
He's a Boris client?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Boris clients this year.
Correct. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Carlos Estevez. Reliever for the Rockies, for those that don't know. I didn't know until seeing this.
I think he's just going to go somewhere weird.
Yeah, that's fair. Starcadian, any contract over 7's kind of insane. It's true. I mean, it's a big commitment. So, it's tough.
I think Carlos Estevez goes to the Cubs.
Cubs.
I think he's a reliever for the Cubs next year.
Interesting.
What do you got?
That's Cubs. The Cubs is a good pick. I don't have any. I don't have any qualms with the Cubs. It kind of like interferes with something I had brewing earlier, but
the way I think we should look at this is not basing it on other people we sign, just because
No, of course not.
Gotta look at their needs.
Yeah. I think the Cubs could be players for him. I think the Braves as well, and also the Orioles. Because the Orioles kind of need to retool their bullpen a bit. I mean, it was still good, but they traded one of their bullpen pieces. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm fine with the Cubs. Changes a little bit of what I was going to say later, but yeah.
Aviation says if I was Jerry Dipoto, I'd sign Dansby Swanson. I think Dansby is. I know that everyone's talking about the 3 bigger shortstops, but I think Dansby would be a good, solid addition to the lineup. I mean, I think I'd bat him. I don't think I'd bat him leadoff. I think I'd bat him 2. I think the only person the Mariners could sign that I would bat lead off is Trey Turner. Dansby, I think, would be
Interesting.
really good.
Only Turner. Interesting.
Like, I wouldn't bat Correa
No, of
or
course
Bogarts.
not. Yeah, those aren't who I'm saying. I know we're talking about shortstops, but you said anybody. Dansby can't hit.
Dansby can't hit,
Kevin.
Oh, yeah, Nimmo. Okay.
Nimmo. Benintendi.
I think I'd bat Nimmo, too. Benintendi, I could see batting one.
Yeah, I think Benny would bat one. Be a table setter. Get on base for Julio to drive him in. But, yeah. Okay, what were Dansby Swanson's... We'll get to Dansby's hitting stats later, but he had like a 30 OPS plus last year? Like, he hit last year. Okay.
All right.
Zach
Eflin.
Again, the Phillies need to retain their bullpen. I have him going back to the Philadelphia Phillies.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him going
That
back to
was
the
what
Phillies.
makes sense to me. The places they need to fill out, they need to hold on to their bullpen. Their rotation is fine. They need to get a shortstop that they want, or a second baseman, however they want to play it, with Stott being there. But I think they need to try and retain their bullpen. And so Robertson and Eflin should go back.
I like it. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Jose Johnson says,
Jose.
yeah. Oh, hey, me! My Phillies will get either Turner or Bogarts. I'll be shocked if we signed Correa or Swanson, and Swanson stays in Seattle. In Atlanta, I can agree to that. I think one of the shortstops got to go.
Keep going. You're reading comments. Let's go.
Okay. Nimmo, future leadoff. Fair. I mean, I could see it. I hope it's not for $26 million. What are our thoughts on Mike Scott not getting to the Hall of Fame?
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he could get in with the whatever it's called. What are you doing?
Thinking.
Why's your face look like that?
Just
I
my
like
thinking
Mike Scott.
face. Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean, he was really great in The Office, so I think that
Yeah.
Michael Scott was.
Yeah. Definitely like one of the goats of television. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Christopher says, you know what? I think only need 2 players. Have a majority of players returning are free agents or expendable. 2 players. Otani and a premier hitting shortstop or second base, and you're done. I mean, those are the big, Otani would checks off a lot of boxes and, premier shortstop, second base, but I don't think Otani's this year. If anything, it'd be next year.
It'll be next year if we're getting Otani.
Yeah.
I don't think if I was the Mariners, I would not trade a big package for him,
No.
only to have the chance of losing him in a year.
Yeah.
It would have to be guaranteed that you were going to sign him to a long-term contract.
Correct.
So I think, just wait. I would wait till next year. Go give him. He'll be 30 next year, right?
I think so.
I think I'd give him like a
6-year deal.
6-year, how what's the AAV you think?
It's got to be like 35 to 40.
Yeah, I'd say probably 40.
Yeah.
At least
6 to
I
40.
think 40 is the lowest. Yeah.
Yeah. Depends. Eflin to the Cards?
Maybe.
Potentially.
I could see it. Kelnick is leadoff.
No. Nah.
Man, if he could learn how to hit a baseball, yes.
Yeah.
But we'll see where he's at this year. I honestly hope that he starts the year as the starting left fielder. I do. I would like Jared Kelnick to start the year as the starting left fielder, short leash. If he's bad, he's gone.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely like the last leg. But
Jose Quintana.
I don't really have a pulse on this one, if I'm being honest.
Which team do you think he's gonna go back to?
The Cardinals. but I don't have a pulse on it. I don't know what team makes sense. Like,
I'm sending him
to the Padres? Like, I don't know.
No.
Okay.
I am sending him back to the White Sox.
Chicago, huh?
Chicago.
Even okay. You think
Pirates says Aaron? That's where he was this year, right? Was the Pirates?
No.
And then he went.
Maybe. I don't know. I just know he finished the season with the Cardinals.
Yeah, he did finish the season with the Cardinals. I think he got traded. Yeah, he got traded from Pittsburgh to the Cardinals at the deadline. He was really good with the Cardinals.
Yeah. I think, other than the Cardinals, him going back there, I think I was thinking about the Twins.
Twins would be a good one.
Like
I like the Twins.
just pitching in general in the AL Centrals kind of need to fill out a bit more. But I can conceive with going back to the White Sox, the reunion. Get behind it.
Do you think Justin Bieber will get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Maybe the Canadian Hall of Fame. They don't have much up there. Would you rather spend a good normal amount of money for a solid player or a lot of money, like broke amount of money, to spend to get a star? I think if we're talking about the Mariners where they currently are, I'm
Yeah.
spending a good amount of money to get a solid player, but I'm not yet spending a ton of money because I think the team is almost to the point where they are one piece away. Like they're close to that point. But
Interesting.
I think you still need to shore up the outfield. You do.
Yeah.
You need to have a solid plan in right and left field,
Mhm.
and then obviously up the middle. I am still not under the impression that J.P. Crawford sticks around. Like for this year, of course, but like
After his contract's up?
on a World Series team, like if the Mariners make the World Series, I am not 100% certain that J.P. Crawford is a starter on that team.
I think he could be the starting second baseman with a premier shortstop to his right. But
and at that point, then you have to worry about possibly having to shore up third base. Obviously,
Gino.
Nolan Arenado is, he was possibly going to opt out, and then he didn't. So
you stop it.
We have Gino for now, but he has 2 years left on his contract?
Yeah, 2025, I think.
So trying to think about who we could put at third base in a couple years is tough because I don't know if you saw, we just lost Joe Rizzo. Joe Rizzo is a free agent.
Poor us.
Like
I mean, I don't think we should be thinking that far ahead. If we're talking about this,
I agree.
But it's right. It's right now.
If we're trying to like figure out when is the best time to sign a big free agent contract?
Yeah.
I mean, next year with Shohei is a good one.
I think Aaron, if we slide JP to second, his everything that was regressing, like, does not
looks great.
It doesn't continue to regress. I think it stagnates a bit because shortstop is a hard position to fucking play every day.
He's no Marcus Semien, but
of course not. But still, regardless.
All right, this is going to be a tough one. Rafael Montero.
We got two gimmies. I clicked the Athletics. That's hilarious. The Astros. I actually clicked the Athletics. Yeah, and Kershaw, Dodgers.
Oh wait, they were back to back too, huh?
Yeah,
oh, nice.
Pretty funny.
All right, Kenley.
Can I tell you where I had Kenley going?
I do. Yes.
I had him going to the Cubs.
The Cubs? Interesting.
Yeah, but then we sent Carlos to the Cubs. So I had Kenley being their closer. They don't really have a closer. You want the Cubs?
Great Cubs.
Okay. Even with Carlos?
Well, yes.
All right.
What are your thoughts on the Royals next year? I think the Royals are going to be good. I don't think they're going to be like competing yet, but I think they have a lot of really good young talent, kind of similar to the Tigers. They have a lot of good young talent. They just need a few more years to progress, add a few pieces here and there, let guys kind of come into their own, and then they go.
Yeah, that's fair. They got a good core to build around, though.
What are your Kenley to the Dodgers? Then he retires. Didn't they have like kind of a bad breakup?
I feel like they did, but I
think they did.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know enough about his career path.
Christian Vasquez.
This is one I have absolutely zero pulse on.
I have a pulse on.
Okay, go for it. Lay it on me.
I think he goes to the Cardinals and replaces Yadier Molina now that he's retired.
You think this is how far the totem pole is going to go? Interesting.
Christian Vasquez is good.
He's okay. He's not great defensively. He's good offensively.
Right.
So.
Well, who was their other? They had Yadier Molina and who was their backup catcher? It's gonna bug me. They had a backup catcher who's pretty good. Anyways, I mean, last year he hit 274, 315, 399. I mean, he's not great by any means.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are a good fit. I had them being players for the other guy.
That's fine. They can.
They're not getting both of them.
We're not basing future places people going on past ones. I'm not gonna. Oh,
all right. It just changes my thoughts. It just changes my thought process. I had in my head. I think I had Vasquez going to the Rays, but I don't know why. That's just, again, no pulse. Just felt
Mike Zunino.
Just felt like it.
Fair. They should have pulled Felix Hernandez. Dude, I was at that game, and let me tell you, I think I said that like 3 times. I'm like, we have like 2 pitchers left in the bullpen.
And one of them is Robbie Ray.
They bring in Robbie Ray. I'm like, oh, flashbacks. I'm going to cry. Yeah. So I would have. I mean, it couldn't have
Couldn't hurt.
They lost anyway. Screw it.
Yeah. JD.
JD is an interesting one because
I don't know his market. I don't know what his market is.
a year ago it would have been even harder because only 15 teams could use a DH.
Yeah.
Now
it's
everyone can.
wide open. JD to Colorado. Who is
CJ Cron's playing first, right? No, Jeff McMahon's playing first, isn't he?
Jeff McMahon.
Ryan McMahon. Jeff.
I think that's like a. Oh, Jeff McMahon. That is something. I feel like it's wrestling based, but I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I could.
No, it's
maybe
Vince
in
McMahon.
Colorado.
I'm stupid. Colorado's interesting. Don't worry about it. Shh.
Like he'd hit 90 home runs in Colorado. He'd break Aaron Judge's record.
Yeah. We're getting to Chris Bassett, Cinnamon Toast. Don't worry. We're almost to Chris Bassett.
Yeah, I got you. I have an interesting prediction for Chris Bassett.
Mariners need a DH.
Mariners need a DH. I wholeheartedly and completely disagree.
We have Jesse
the
Winker.
Mariners have Jesse Winker. He should never see another inning in the outfield in the history of forever.
Correct.
They also have guys like Kyle Lewis. If they decide to bring Mitch Haniger back, I like the idea of having 4 outfielders. So you have your starting 3, and then the 4th guy is the DH, and they just rotate.
Mm-hmm.
If I had something, for a DH, I think that would be the best use of it, including like Kyle Lewis. I mean, Julio will need a day off here and there. If you have a locked-in DH, that really limits how you can move your guys around to get them some rest off their feet.
Mm-hmm. Got Anthony Manzano. Thoughts on this trade for Pablo Lopez to the Baltimore Orioles? It's interesting. Lopez, Jake, I don't know who the second person is, and then Richard Blyer. Okay. You think they get rid of Kierstead? I don't know. I don't know how much Kierstead
would.
I don't think Kierstead's I think he's pretty untouchable. I don't know if it's worth it for Pablo. I don't know if it's worth it for Pablo Lopez. I think the Orioles could be a good team for that, but I think you'd have to retool the package. It also depends on where they play in free agency. It's tough. Pablo Lopez definitely on the trading block though, for sure.
Oh, Pablo Lopez is super good. And I think even Sandy Alcantara should be on the trading block for the Marlins. I don't think they're close enough.
You don't think they're close enough?
Yeah. Jerry said it's a coin toss if Winker stays.
I don't know if he said that, but him being being very not deliberate about plans for Jesse Winker is probably where that stems from. It's like beating around the bush. It's like, well, he'll be there or he won't. It's like leaving it open-ended kind of a thing.
JD Martinez.
Believe it or not, I have him going back to the Red Sox.
See, I think the Red Sox are a very interesting team. There are teams
they should have been contending last year.
They should have been contending, but they're a team that is now losing Xander Bogaerts. No shot he goes back. They're a team that was too cheap to pay Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
I think the Red Sox need to sell. I do. I think if this is happening, they need to do it. They need to trade Rafael Devers, which...
It's a pretty penny.
Remember when we were talking about the Mariners signing a third baseman? Rafael Devers will be a free agent soon.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to sign an extension with them. I think they need to sell. I do. As for JD Martinez, I see him going to a National League team personally, because there are a lot of National League teams that didn't have a DH that were probably like, we might now they can actually use them.
What about the Padres? I think it depends on whether or not you think they retain Josh Bell or.
Right, I would agree with that. I mean, I like Colorado. I just feel like he has a really good on-base percentage too. I like Colorado for JD.
All right, I'll put it.
But I don't know if there's room in their lineup for him with everyone. I mean, they already have CJ Cron, who is basically that.
Yeah,
he's basically JD Martinez. So
we'll put the Rockies. They're dumb. Gleyber Torres as a Mariner, I don't know, man.
I think Gleyber Torres has really fallen off.
Yeah,
personally. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I mean, I think we're gonna do a video kind of going over the trade targets for second base, like who. Oh, we haven't necessarily really discussed it, but we've looked at second base trade targets, and I think he'd be on there. And he'd probably, of the ones we're looking at, is also probably the cheapest.
Yeah,
so.
could be viable, but We got if the Marlins put Alcantara on the trading block. I don't know what the package would look like, but a
I
big
have no
team,
idea.
big teams like the Yankees, like Astros, Dodgers, like big teams would be the players. I think. Taylor Rogers, lefty. I saw the Jose Lopez comment. Don't give it more attention than it needs. Don't laugh at it. Don't laugh at. Don't laugh at it.
Jose Lopez, just like Jared Kelnick's the second coming of Dustin
Stop
Ackley.
it. Stop it. We're on to Taylor Rogers. We're on to Taylor Rogers.
Oh, Taylor Rogers. You have him going to the Mariners, don't you?
No.
Interesting. I think Taylor Rogers. God, relievers are tough, man.
They are tough.
I think Taylor Rogers is going to the Phillies.
Think so?
No.
You're like, I don't like that.
I take it back. I pictured him in their jersey, and I don't like it.
Not a fan.
I think Taylor Rogers is going to the Giants.
Interesting. Be with his brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Trevor Rogers is on the Marlins. Look it up.
Tyler Rogers is his brother. The Twins?
There's so many Rogers, dude. That's crazy. That he's gonna go to Colorado and be with Brendan Rodgers. And then he's gonna go play for the Packers and be with Aaron Rodgers. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Trey Turner to the Phillies.
They're gonna be playing for one of them. One of those big shortstop boys.
Aaron, when you were excited, dude. And even when the Houston Astros came over and they were bad, the Mariners still could not beat them. And it was like the bane of my existence that the Lastros were always beating the Mariners.
Oh, I miss the Lastros. Oh,
I also miss the Lastros. That was my favorite time.
what a time to be alive.
All right, who do you have for Taylor Rogers? Lay it on me.
I don't remember, but teams that scream out to me were the Twins going back there, Padres coming back, and then I think the Mariners as well. Makes sense.
The Twins. Do the Twins, because I was gonna say Twins,
Okay.
but I didn't want you to make fun of me for picking a team that.
Okay. No, don't bring up Chris Carter's name. That guy's a legend. He's like Jordan, but right-handed.
It's right-handed Jordan. Oh my God, I forgot about Chris Carter.
That's something.
He was like good for like 3 years and then disappeared off the face of the earth. He was like the best DH in baseball for like 3 years, and he was like, and now for my next trick, I disappear. You know?
And I disappear.
Nathan Eovaldi. No, he's going back to the Red Sox.
Give me another team. Give me another team. The Blue Jays? You want to go to the Blue Jays?
I actually do kind of like the Blue Jays.
All right, bet.
Honestly,
Bet. Run it.
I
Next.
think he'd be a good replacement for Stripling.
Bet. I think he's staying with the Red Sox, but I can concede that to you, so we're not boring. Anthony Rizzo. Yankees.
Yankees.
Yeah. I can't see. I think he goes back for sure.
He
Syndergaard
was so good with them too.
fits the bill pretty well for them.
Cinnamon Toast has Evaldi also staying with the Red Sox. Listen, guys, I'm sorry. Okay.
Got Adams trade Flex into the Jays, Evaldi to the Astros. The Mariners need to trade Marco.
I would rather trade Flexen.
I think
Marco's a good clubhouse guy. He's a good leader.
Yeah.
Flexen. I mean, I like Flexen. I do.
He just gets mad. I was screaming like
yeah.
Flexen.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, me screaming into my glove.
Like Marco, I mean, he's in terms of. I think I tweeted this. In terms of fifth starters, he's the best fifth starter in baseball.
It's pretty good.
So
pretty solid fifth starter.
The problem is we were forced to look at Marco Gonzalez
It's like a 2
as
or
the
a
ace
3.
of the staff for 4 years or something like that. So we still are like, Marco is the ace when really he's the 5.
Yeah.
And we need to view him as a 5. And viewing him as a 5, he's freaking great as a 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Noah Syndergaard.
I don't know about him. While you think, thoughts on Xander?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thoughts Xander to the Dodgers created the Yankees. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly, but I can understand where you're going. Dodgers need to be a player for a shortstop. I just don't think it's Xander. And Correa, Yankees shortstop. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen for them. I think they have to focus too hard on Judge. Personally. Noah Syndergaard back to the Mets. Interesting. Where do you have Thor?
What?
Where do you have Thor?
Who?
Noah Syndergaard? You're so annoying. Yeah, I can see the hammer. Yeah, congratulations. You have the hammer.
Thor's hammer,
Yeah,
guys.
you have it.
I have Thor. Going to the White Sox. I have sent a lot of people to the White Sox. No, he's not going to the White Sox. I need to get out of Chicago. What am I doing? God.
I could see the Cubs. I could also see the Padres just switching Clevenger. But I could also see him going back to the Phillies. There's a lot of places that Syndergaard can play, I think.
Yeah.
Depends on how people are valuing it. I don't know. Depends.
I think the Giants are a good team.
Giants, you
I
saw
like
Anthony's
what
message?
Anthony said.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good team.
So you think Logan Webb, no Syndergaard. You think we're getting close to Rodon? I don't know.
Other starting pitchers.
Yeah, other names.
Probably.
Mitch Haniger. Aaron Judge would be the perfect fit in Seattle. I don't know, man.
Not for that amount of money.
Yeah.
They're projecting him to get paid like $42 million a year. Yeah, no thanks.
No
when he's
thanks.
already 30. Yeah.
Okay. You think Haniger's a lock to come back to Seattle?
I wouldn't say a lock, but I think they need to be willing to give him a decent amount of money.
The only
less than the qualifying offer. I think it needs to be a very incentive laden deal, and we've talked about this, but like I think the Mariners are the best bet for him to stick around. Yeah. And he knows the staff. Everyone there likes Mitch Haniger, so I think that he should probably get between like a 10 and like a $12 million deal, but I think he'll probably be asking closer to 14 or 15.
Fair.
What about you?
So Haniger's from like the Bay Area. So if not Seattle, I would say like a California-based team. So I could see the Giants, Angels, or maybe even the Dodgers being players. Probably not the Dodgers. I think he's like too like meh. So I would think the Angels or the Giants, if not the Mariners. I'd have Mariners first, but no, Aaron. We don't want him to go die in Oakland. We don't want that. There are a lot of Haniger fans at A's games though.
Is there?
Yes.
Haniger to St. Louis. Interesting. To St. Louis, huh?
Mm-mm. I
don't know how I feel about that.
He's like from like Mountain View. He's not. I don't think he's leaving the West Coast.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at. With that.
All right, if he goes to the Angels, I'm burning this jersey. By the way, oh god, I could not imagine Mitch Haniger in an Angels uniform. Would make me want to throw up.
We've got people saying the Cardinals, huh? It's crazy. I would never even think the Cardinals.
I wouldn't either. I don't like it.
The Mets.
You could see Mets. Interesting. Well, the Mets have Starling Marte.
Who they're willing to play in center. They said.
Yeah, which is
sure.
I don't know. Do you agree with Mariners?
Yeah.
I think the Mariners are the best bet.
I think the Mariners resign him. I just think if there's another team, it would be on the West Coast.
Back to Arizona?
Maybe.
I don't know how he viewed his time there, to be honest with you. Like, I honestly have no idea. I don't know if I ever heard him talk about being with the Diamondbacks, even though he only played for a little bit.
Dude, the D-backs need a DH type. I think the D-backs need a lot more than just a DH type.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks need a lot of things.
I don't know where they're going to play in terms of free agency. I don't know how Arizona's fitting into all this.
I think they'd be good to take a flyer on someone like Mitch.
Or like a Conforto.
Or Conforto. Yeah, I think Conforto, Mitch, like players that are coming off of down years, but if they have bounce back years, they can either A, be really good at the in the trade market.
Yeah.
Or a nice guy to build around. So
yeah, that's fair.
But I still think he comes back to the Mariners.
Mitch to Tampa, Arizona on the up and up. There's a lot of moving parts.
Arizona is going to be good, but probably not for another 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
in my opinion, especially when they trade the Mariners Ketel Marte. But
make sure Dalton Varsho's in that trade, please. Thanks.
Yes, please. Yeah, I love Dalton Varsho. Please, thank you.
Yeah. Jose Abreu, Cubs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Cubs. Somebody on here the guy who created MLB trade rumors says Jose Abreu is going to go to the Mariners.
Yeah, I don't know why.
What?
As a DH?
What? No.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Jose Abreu is really good. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't think back to the White
No.
Sox. I think he's
No.
done. They've got Andrew Vaughn has first base.
Andrew Vaughn will play
I think
first
they're
base.
willing to give it to him.
To the Rangers? The Rangers have what?
Lowe.
Nate Lowe playing first base?
Yeah.
Or Nate Lau?
Nathaniel Lowe.
Nate Lowe?
Brandon Lau. Nathaniel
I
Lowe.
I
Brandon
always get
Lau.
them mixed up, dude.
Yeah.
I always get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think the Cubs is a good spot for him, honestly. I mean, DHing there. Who did they have playing first base last year?
Probably
The
like
Cubs.
is it Schwindel? Is Schwindel their first baseman?
Frank Swindell, that guy?
Yeah.
I have no idea. What's
Yeah.
wrong with him in Seattle? I just don't like. Again, I personally know, just based on what Jerry Dipoto has said, he does not want a full-time DH. He
Yeah.
wants to use the DH position as a way to rotate guys through. So if, for example,
Brady to the
If, for
Rays is
exa-
interesting. Sorry. Brady to the Rays is interesting. I could see that potentially too.
actually, yeah, and he could probably play first base with the Rays now that G-Man Choi's gone.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Rays as well. I think Cubs, but then I think backup plan would be the Rays.
We'll go
I think
Rays.
would
We'll
be
go
a good one.
Rays. We'll go Rays. We'll go Rays.
You're right. You know what, Anthony? Good point. We're going Rays.
Bang.
He would have to play a Santana role. He would, and I think Carlos Santana was cool and all. I liked Carlos Santana,
Uh-huh.
but he was on the bench a lot because
I think Santana's a player that could go to like Arizona.
I think Santana. There's a possibility that he's back with the Mariners.
Same.
But he wouldn't be starting. So, and I think that he wants to start.
Hey,
So-
Osama bin Diesel, can we not talk about France getting hurt? Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Rather him not. He would have been Silver Slugger if he didn't hurt his wrist. Changed my mind. Andrew Heaney.
Andrew Heaney's an interesting one. He truly is.
I have the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, huh?
Yeah.
I think he goes to the Red Sox.
The Red Sox, huh?
A team that needs to be rebuilding but probably doesn't want to, but doesn't want to spend a lot of money on players. I think Andrew Heaney's a good guy that could be like, hey, we're still trying. And then, sign Andrew Heaney, and then
Angels for reals this time? You think he runs it back with the Angels?
there's no running it back because he didn't. You remember that?
Yes.
There was that trade that was who was it? It was Andrew Heaney and oh god, who else was in that trade?
I don't remember the details.
There was a
but
trade
yeah.
between the Dodgers and the Angels with Andrew Heaney. Is Ty not an option at second base defensively? God, no.
He was like very mid at third.
Yeah.
Like very, 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 very mid. Pumpkin pie. My thoughts are the Blue Jays too.
Okay.
But
Blue Jays is fine. Let's go Blue Jays.
Heaney is boring.
fine.
Facts.
Agreed. Yeah.
Get him out of here.
He-
Sean Manaea. He's a New York Met. For me,
Interesting.
you got Max, Manaea, Cookie, Stripling,
Yeah.
and whoever else. One other person.
Sean
Orioles.
Manaea, the Orioles. I like that as well.
Interesting. We're both on the East Coast. I have in the Mets, but we can go. I can get behind the Orioles as well.
I personally think the Mets re-signed it. I don't think DeGrom's very happy with the Mets actually.
Manaea to Atlanta, Manaea to the Cards. Man,
He's just all over the.
Manaea to the
Manaea-
Mariners.
Dude,
You know what?
that-
There
there's
too many
our-
options. Too many options. He's retiring. Too many.
Is that an option on there?
Retire-
Can you pick retires?
Yeah, retirement and overseas are options. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know that. Oh, I would have done that for that one guy. Drew Ruzinski.
He's coming back from the KBO. You think he's just gonna go play in like Japan?
Nobody wants me dead yet. He's gonna go to Japan. All right, Manaea. We need everybody pull together, chat. Everybody pull together. Where is Sean Manaea going? I think between the Orioles and the Mets are our two. So pick one. Orioles or Mets, chat.
I mean, you can,
Go.
dude. You can do a poll.
I can do a poll. Oh, baby.
You don't have to yell about
He
it.
gets overwhelmed by all the offers and is like, I'm out of here, man. I'm going back to the KBO. This is crazy.
And, I
You think
mean,
Manaea goes to Korea? Orioles, Mets, guys. A's?
James?
James.
Out of left field. It's going back. Reunion tour. I can get behind it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, buddy.
I like the Orioles, honestly. The Expos.
Expos, Sama, you're right. Actually,
That's a great point. Yeah.
Did you make a poll?
No, I said you can make a poll.
I don't know how.
You are a boomer.
Yeah, this is true.
I am unbelievable. I am shocked.
O's. There are two O's. Aaron says O's. Anthony says O's. Jordan said Mets. Osama said.
How do you spell Mania? I got it.
Manea.
All right,
Orioles from Pumpkin Pie. All right, guys.
Okay, I'm asking the community. Okay.
Community.
We got a poll. We're there.
All right, I'm interested. Let's see where we're at here.
Osama, don't tell me what to do.
Leave Colton alone, Joe. Yeah, I'll fight you, Joe.
I can beat you up.
9 votes. Orioles overwhelmingly ahead right now.
Mm-hmm. If you guys
Mariners signing Benintendi. I'm not opposed to Mariners signing Benintendi. I am not.
If we've got some lurkers, make sure to vote on the poll. Do it. So we can get the true raw data.
Yeah, interesting. 15 votes. We have Orioles 73%. Actually surprising me. 75, baby. Let's go.
We got a lot of... I don't know if we're coming back.
I think... Wow. 78 is just going up.
All right. We'll go
the winner.
We'll go the Orioles.
Heck yeah. Nice job, chat. You guys see that?
Pulled together.
You guys see what we just did? We just alpha Joe into a corner. We're like, hey, Joe, Orioles. Lol easy.
Lol easy.
Trade some of our bullpen arms.
Give us Blyer.
I kind of like Richard Blyer. I do.
If we don't sign a lefty, give us Blyer and a trade for Jazz Chisholm.
We've talked about this, Joe and I have. Yeah. Okay, so as a Marlins fan, Anthony, I'm actually interested to hear your take because obviously we don't know. As a Marlins fan, how much do you think it would cost for a team to acquire Jazz Chisholm?
Kelenic needs to
step it up. He does.
Big facts.
So true. So true. How long is this poll?
Oh, it lasts forever until I can stop.
Yeah,
but I can just stop it.
Oh yeah, stop it. On Acuna to the Mariners, there has never once been an Acuna to the Mariners rumor. Don't even do me like that, Secular. Dude, 69% Orioles. Let's go.
That's a W.
Let's go. Good job, chat. 69%. Let's freaking go.
Huge W. Taijuan Walker.
Is Ty no longer an option at second base? No. I personally don't think so.
What are you smoking?
What are you smoking? I'm not giving up Jazz. Yeah.
It's tough.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's tough.
Nice. Toro, Kelenic, and Brash for Acuna. Done deal. I mean, if they'll accept it, yes, I'm doing it.
In the fine print, it says Logan Gilbert on the Acuna deal.
+1 Logan Gilbert.
Yeah. Ty, if the Mets aren't players here for Sean Manaea, I think Ty goes back to the
Ty
Mets.
goes back. Yeah, I'm sure you do, buddy.
Well, I tried getting Sean Manaea there. I tried.
I think the Giants would be an interesting one for him.
Giants?
I think it'd be to have him go there, kind of like a Carlos Rodon sort of deal.
Sure.
I wouldn't be shocked if he went back to the Mariners per se, because obviously he likes the Mariners. He's come back twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shocked why the Mariners would sign him. I don't think they would, and not for,
What about
Taijuan Walker to Houston?
Yeah.
Stop it.
What about the Cubbies?
There are now multiple people saying the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs need to be a player for starting pitching. They still have Stroman, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Taijuan is crap. It's mean. It's hurtful. I'm down with the Cubs.
Whose crap do we not want?
Traveling Irishman said Taijuan is crap. And I said that's mean.
Taijuan's good.
And I said that's mean. Mets,
like
Giants,
Taijuan.
Rockies, or Cubs. Yeah, I think out of those, I'd pick the Cubs or the Giants. I think the Mets need him, which is a good point if they're going to lose DeGrom. So with him leaving, if he doesn't, if say like Taijuan signs before DeGrom does, they lose on Walker, they need to make sure that they get DeGrom.
Injury prone, but good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
So, so what do we think, chat? We thinking Mets or Cubs here for Taijuan?
I put Cubs.
Did you put Cubs? I think the chat overall thinks Cubs.
Correct. And I
think we're going with the chat.
Yeah,
J. Rosie Games, good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. Jordan, Traveling Irishman, James, Cinnamon Toast. What's up, boys? Benintendi.
Mariners. I have the
Andrew
Mariners.
Benintendi.
I think Nimmo talks are too expensive, but
I agree. I would rather have Nimmo for sure.
yeah.
But if you can't have Nimmo, then Benintendi.
Yeah. I would take
Mariners.
Benintendi like 3-4 years, probably like 10 to 12 per. Second suitor, I agree. Back to the Yankees, secular, I agree. The Yankees are going to need him in left field to be pretty stable, maybe even center if they think that he can play there.
Benny to the M's. Can you laugh? Like Benny and the Jets, but Benny to the M's.
Benny to the M's.
Totally off topic. Totally off topic here. Did you see the comparison that Jeremy Pena is just Benny the Jet from
Yeah.
Sandlot?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're right. Whoever said that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever it was that said that, facts. Jeremy Pena is Benny the Jet. That's crazy.
Sama Benitez says, why not both for the Nimmo and Benintendi, I believe.
Lot of money. It's then that would guarantee no more Mitch. Sign Pedroia, easy.
Bang.
Top 3 in the lineup. So if they sign Benintendi,
Benintendi is like 10 mil though. Like Benintendi would be 10 to 12 mil. That's still room to play.
mm-hmm.
Unless you got Mitch, you give him another 10 to 12. Benintendi 10 to 12. Yeah.
Like if if our option was sign Benintendi
Mm-hmm.
and sign one of the big name shortstops, or sign Nimmo and then sign trade for Brandon Rogers.
Sure.
I'm signing Benintendi and getting one of the big name shortstops. Honestly, that's why you don't sign Chafin. That's a good point, Aaron.
It's too late for that.
I'm personally under the impression that the Mariners are not going to sign one of these players. What? Why's your mouth open?
I would rather sign Gallo than Benintendi.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
So Secular's like, oh, who replaced Joey Gallo? Oh, Andrew Benintendi in left field for the Yankees. You need to get that Japanese pitcher.
We're almost there.
We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him.
It's right there.
Benintendi, Mariners, we agree?
I think so. I think him or the Yankees.
Yeah, I would agree with
How
that.
about this? Since we have Mitch coming back already, let's give him to the Yankees.
Benintendi, all right. Benintendi to the Yankees. Let's.
But
do
I
it.
like Benny. I do. Jameson Tyone, back-to-back Yankees. I don't.
Gallo has more power than Benintendi. Yeah, but Gallo has more strikeouts than
He can't
baseball.
touch the ball.
You think? I mean, Gino just set the record for most strikeouts in a season by a Mariner, and Gallo would be like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
let me come fix that real fast for you. Tyone.
Jameson Tyone.
My thoughts were a Yankees go back, but that's just that's me as per usual. Pretty boring. See a Cardinals. I could see Cardinals as well.
For Tyone.
Yeah, I could see it.
I could see Orioles for
Interesting.
Jameson Tyone. That
Interesting.
could be an interesting one. They need pitching. I honestly could even see like the Rockies randomly because the Rockies are stupid.
Sure.
They're just like, and then like him and Daniel Bard both had cancer, and they could play together. They had very similar stories. You know what I mean?
The Rockies are going to sign Trey Mancini.
Honestly,
He needs to go to a
Let's make
bird
it
team.
happen.
Cardinals. I can get behind
a
that.
bird team.
'Cause,
Tyone.
like Talon. Well,
I see.
about staying in the East, going to the Blue Jays.
Well, we've got multiple Cardinals on here. Jordan says Angels, which I wouldn't be opposed to him going to the Angels either. Tyone's a weird one.
We've already had a
He
bunch
is,
of
'cause
people go to the Angels, though.
That's true. Tyone can fill a lot of different needs.
We have Tyler Anderson and Clevenger going to the Angels. If they get
okay.
a third starter,
They're crazy. Then they're trading Ohtani.
yeah.
Um,
Jared Store, please. No out of context tweets. No out of context tweets. Angels, Giants. I could see the Mets, depending on how they lose in this market, but
have we signed a pitcher with them at all?
the Mets?
Like, any of these free agents we've said?
I don't think so, actually. Which is a problem. Oh, Ross
That is a
Stripling. That's right.
problem.
Ross Stripling.
Oh, okay.
He's our
All right,
he's our
I
guy.
think Tyon to the Cardinals. I like Tyon to the Cardinals. I like that.
Okay.
Multiple people have said it now.
Since
Make it happen.
since what's his face? Jose Quintana is not returning. Chris Bassett.
Correct. So
We agreed on
Bassett's
this.
interesting.
We agreed upon this about an hour ago.
go ahead.
White Sox.
Make it happen.
White Sox, baby. I think he's going
I
back
agree with
to
the White Sox. I also think
Jared, I'm not actually mad. It was just very funny. It was just very funny. That's the first thing you come into.
the Tacoma Rainiers bad.
We
We should get Bassett if we can't get
we
Senga.
don't need a starter.
No, we really
don't.
Really don't.
It would be a waste of our asset. Kind of like how Aaron's saying about with Chafin. It'd be a waste of our money, I think.
Chris Bassett, I agree with the White Sox earlier, like we said.
Yeah.
I also could see him going somewhere like the Nationals,
No. Stop.
which because they say they want a starting pitcher. So, for some reason, I don't mean they're not going to compete. Obviously,
The
so I don't know why they
White Sox,
think
if their starting five is Dylan Cease, Chris Bassett, Lucas Giolito, they're not returning Cueto, I don't think. Lance Lynn, and then you had Quintana. That's a solid starting five.
that is a really solid starting five. All right, Bassett, the White Sox.
Bang.
You guys talked me into it. You guys talked me into it,
You did a
even though we agreed on it earlier.
I did a great
Job
job.
Bell,
Astros.
Astros.
100% Astros.
Yeah, I think he'll be the.
He's
Damn
good.
it. He's not getting traded.
Yeah, I
He might
think
be. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a big loss for the Padres. I think he's great. I think he's gonna thrive as well in the Astros.
He would be really good in MMP.
And he lengthens out their lineup a lot. He's a switch hitter to kind of like break up the lefties or the righties, however you want to place him. It's crazy that like a player like Josh Bell is gonna hit like 6th or 7th.
Yeah,
In
in
a
a
lineup.
really good lineup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Aaron, I honestly don't. I think they'll trade one of them. I don't think they'll trade both because I think they need to keep a fifth guy.
Yeah.
And then
Let Hancock or Dollars.
when Hancock's ready or Taylor Dollard, then okay, you can trade him. You can move him to the bullpen, what have you. But
Yeah.
he has already re-signed with the Mets. True. Go to the Dodgers.
It's interesting. I have two big players for Kodai Senga.
I'll be interested to hear who you have to say. All right, we both agree on Astros.
Yeah.
For Josh Bell.
I think it's a lock, personally.
Kodai Senga.
I have 3 teams. 2 are more in the lead.
Mhm.
Number 1 is the Yankees.
Mhm.
Following in Masahiro Tanaka's footsteps. I feel like it's a big market. Players like, so I think it could work. I have the Dodgers as well. In my opinion, like a Kenta Maeda. I know he didn't start there, but or did he start there?
No, he started with the Twins, right?
I can't
Or
remember.
did he go to the Twins?
I
No,
can't-
he went to the Twins after the Dodgers.
Maybe he
I don't
started.
remember.
Regardless, that, and then the Cubs are the third team because of Seiya Suzuki, having someone to
I agree.
kind of build be with.
I could also see him wanting to go to like the Angels
Again,
just to
to,
play
like-
with Shohei
yeah.
for a year, but again, that's only for a year.
Yeah.
Interesting. I know a lot of people think that Mariners should sign him. I don't think they should.
No, I don't think
The
so. Again, they
trade rumors
we just don't need it.
They project him at a 5-year, $75 million contract.
25 a
And I-
year? Oh, I'm stupid. 15 a year?
Like, how does that math work?
I was like, whoa. Okay, 15 a year is fine. Oh my god. I had an out of body experience.
Yo, JH, what's up?
Holy math.
Thank you guys for helping Joe with his math.
I
appreciate it.
was even a math major in college for like 2.5 years too.
Funny. I'm like,
Man,
I'm trying to do the mental gymnastics
Yeah.
to figure out how the math works here.
the math
Quick
isn't
maths.
the math isn't mathing, guys. JH Sports, what's up, guys? Nice math. Okay, guys. Okay, we don't need this in my life right now. Okay.
We do. Actually, never stop, please. Senga.
What exactly?
I like the Cubs. I do like the Cubs for him. I also think the Mets maybe
Okay.
to replace some of their starting pitchers.
Sure.
He's on the older side,
Mm-hmm.
so I think a 5-year deal is probably right for him. I think there needs to be a mutual option after like the second year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Rangers. Nah.
Rangers, maybe. Yo, we got multiple people saying Rangers.
Oh,
Joe.
those back to back.
And these are the
like they
same
planned
kind
it.
of people that were correcting your math. So I'm just saying.
You think the Rangers? Giants.
He's 30, right? Yeah, he'll be 30. Yeah, 30 in January. Rangers go. Joe, I'm going Rangers. I'm sorry, I'm going Rangers. I like all three of your picks. I'm going Rangers.
Sounds good to me. I will happily put Rangers right there.
I appreciate all of your
Martin
your
Perez,
input, Joe.
John Gray, Kodai Senga, other people.
Trey Turner to Mariners.
We'll see, Jay.
We're almost there, Jay.
We're in the top 10, boys. Wilson Contreras. Brantley to the Mariners. Reunion with the Guardians. Debatable.
I wouldn't see that's the thing. I wouldn't hate Brantley to the Mariners. I'm patting him like 7.
You think he starts in left field?
I think he would be the starter for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's getting old.
He's just too old.
You know what I mean? He's getting old.
Yeah.
And like, if they're gonna sign someone, they need to sign and for the Mariners specifically. I think they need to sign someone that's going to help them now. You know. Contreras to the Cards. All right, guys, fine.
Yeah.
Contreras to the Cards. Whatever. You're right. You guys are right.
You picked Christian Vasquez to go to the Cardinals? Come on, dude. It's obviously Wilson Contreras. They've had the most famous backstop in the MLB for the last 20 years, and then you're like, hey, let's give them Christian Vasquez to take up the mantle. No, it's Wilson Contreras. Wilson Contreras to the Cardinals.
Keep talking.
I thought that was my piece. That was
nope. You're still going.
That was
Keep
the
going.
okay. Wilson Contreras, great Cardinals player. He'll hit behind Arenado and Goldschmidt and drive in a lot of runs. He doesn't great defensively, but he'll do the job.
How much are you giving Wilson Contreras a year?
Tim Takayoshi just subscribed. Tim, thank you.
Yo, Tim, thanks, bro.
I don't know what the catcher market's looking like. How old is he? 20.
Bless you. What?
He's 20. How old is he?
Hold on. He is 30. Yeah.
30?
He's 30.
So like a 5-6
Trade
year.
Rumors predicts a 4-year, $84 million deal, so 21 a year.
I could see. I was gonna say 480 or 100 for the Cardinals.
So
I was gonna give him 20.
The Cardinals, where do you view them in terms of where they should be at with payroll?
Are they very over?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, they have Arenado, they have Goldschmidt. They don't really have super expensive starting pitching.
Yeah, I mean, Wainwright just came off.
No, he's back.
Yachty
He's
just
back.
came
Though.
off.
No, he's back. Wainwright's
Oh,
returning.
Poole's retired.
Yeah,
That's right.
Wainwright's back for
Yachty.
19th year or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're crazy over.
I can tell you their top. So Paul Goldschmidt getting paid 26 a year. Nolan Arenado getting paid 35. Adam Wainwright 18.5.
Sure.
Miles Michaelis 16.75 million a year.
Worth it for Miles Michaelis, in my opinion.
Steven Matz 10.5.
What a W.
And those are the only ones above 10.
Yeah, Wilson Contreras to the Cardinals, easy.
So they're already at $150 million in payroll.
Yikes.
Next year.
Yikes.
So that's putting them around 170,
Sure.
which I think is doable for them.
Yeah.
When you look at the Mariners, for example, their highest ever was 157. So I think the Cardinals should be higher than the Mariners. That's just a lot to add. But if he goes there, they're winning the World Series.
No.
The Cardinals are.
I disagree, but no.
They're winning it.
Okay, well, you're wrong, so.
Fine, he's going to the Cardinals, guys. Fine. You guys bullied me into Wilson Contreras to the Cardinals. Fine.
100%. Brandon Nimmo.
Fine. Mariners.
You think the Mariners? All right.
Final answer.
I would say
Chat.
Mariners or Mets.
Chat, final answer. Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Mariners.
Brandon Mariner. I think when I uploaded the video about Brandon Nimmo, I had originally titled it Marinimos.
Nice. The Marinimos. Mariners all the way.
Mets. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
Jay Rosie's on the same
wavelength
lane as you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't,
Mariners.
not that I don't see any other suitors, but I don't know. The ties are already
Yeah.
there.
I think said he wanted to return. I wouldn't be shocked if he went to the Mets. I think the Mariners and the Mets are probably the two top teams, in my opinion. And obviously, they already talked, apparently they've been talking to Nimmo.
Yeah.
The Mariners have. So, but I don't want to pay him $26 million a year. But I think that if you hold out and all the big name free agent shortstops go off the board, and Nemo's still there, then you splurge and get Nemo.
Yeah.
So he isn't going to want to pay that much for Nemo. Yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
We aren't going to outspend the Mets. The Mets need to stop spending money. What is their payroll right now? They have the highest in the MLB.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Nemo to the Rockies or some other Midwest team. He's from Wyoming.
I wouldn't be shocked. To see him go to the Rockies.
That was the first report, I'm pretty sure, was like someone tweeted out that he was having conversations with the Rockies, and then that's where the $26 million a year came from. Yeah, I mean, Rockies, I could see it. In Wyoming, it's, it's out there. It's like close to Seattle, but it's closer to Denver.
The Mets have a payroll next year of $205 million. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money. And if they were to re-sign Nimmo, they don't re-sign DeGrom. No shot.
Yeah.
Like, no chance they re-sign DeGrom at that point.
You got to cut your losses.
I think they would much rather re-sign DeGrom than re-sign Nimmo.
Yeah, I agree. That's fair.
So,
us Mariners fans would love Nimmo. Nimmo's.
I agree.
I can see
not
it.
For $26 million though.
I'll take him for like 20, 22.
Is that without DeGrom, Bassett, and Walker? It is. It is without all three of them. That is.
Because Max Scherzer's like 40. Max Scherzer's 1/5 of that.
So Max Scherzer's making $43 million a year. Francisco Lindor's making $34.
Yeah.
Marquez making $20. Now Edwin Diaz is making $20.
Damn.
Carlos Carrasco at $14. Yeah, they
splurge.
They spent a lot of money.
Yeah. Damn.
Justin Verlander.
Yankees or Astros?
Astros. I think it goes back to the Astros.
I agree though.
The Yankees would be interesting. That'd be a really, really good rotation. Could you imagine Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander in the same rotation?
That would be wow. Like what a wild thought.
That would be such a good rotation. You guys remember when they were in the same rotation, chat?
Hey man, Garrett Cole should have won that Cy Young.
He should have. I agree. Too bad he's a little baby man.
A little baby.
Astros, Rangers, interesting. I mean, the Rangers will be in on players like that. It's just, what are your thoughts on Billy Ripken playing for the Orioles? W Bill Ripken. Can the Mets could they afford it? Yes, but without going over the competitive tax threshold, no.
Yeah.
Going to open their wallet for pitching. They opened their wallet last year for middle infield, and they were still ass. So I don't know.
Well, it's because they didn't have any pitching. That's why they got to do it again this year. And
they had pitching. They had John Gray. Like, they signed some pitchers, and like
did you just say that they had pitching and you brought up John Gray's name?
John Gray is a good pitcher.
Give me the
Give
me the stats. Give me his highest ERA plus ever.
I don't know.
Give me it right now.
You want me to go
look it up right now. I don't think John Gray's had an ERA plus of like 110, 115, 120. Gray's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good, but he's like a 3. Gray's a 3.
2017 138.
Okay.
2019 134.
Sure.
He was just not great last year.
Yeah.
Imagine like pitching decent in Colorado and then going to Texas and be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with my hands. You know what I mean?
Remember Joe's math skills. What's that mean? What? That's just kind of rude.
That's a good point, Osama. That's a good point.
Gray's pretty good, yeah, but he's like a 3.
DeGrom to the Rangers. There's a lot of people saying Rangers for DeGrom.
I 1,000,000,000% agree. I think he's coming to the AL West.
I hope not.
You go DeGrom 1, Perez 2, Gray 3, and you fill out the rest with whatever you have. And I think DeGrom comes to the AL West.
DeGrom is next on the list.
Yeah.
You think he's going to the Rangers?
I think so. I don't think the Mets can re-sign him.
What if the Rangers sign both Verlander and DeGrom? I'll throw up.
There's no way.
Could you imagine how much money that would be?
Well, Verlander's probably getting what Max Scherzer got, if I had to bet. And
probably like a 3-year deal.
I'd say 2, but sure, if you want to be a little 42-year-old man pitching, like,
yeah.
You mean he can be like Nolan Ryan? Be hella old.
Nimmo is injury prone. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's been good though. Like he's been a really good player. Like for example, like Mitch is injury prone, and like when he's hurt, he's not very good. Like there have been years where Mitch has just been like,
yeah, he's been pretty bad. I mean,
like,
last year wasn't very good.
he was not good in 2022. 2021, he was freaking amazing. But you think DeGrom and Verlander get less with it? I don't know, Aaron. I mean, have you seen how much people are paying relievers right now?
It's wild.
Andrew Chafin's gonna want a $100 million deal. It's gonna be crazy. The Rangers are at 114 million in terms of payroll. So if they were to sign both DeGrom and Verlander, let's just say they both get 40 a year.
They'd be at two. I mean, yeah, they're 200 million.
I personally think the Mariners need to be around 200 million.
Okay.
But what is? Hold on. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Rangers could very well both get Rodon and DeGrom. I don't know about Rodon. Rodon's next on the list, which is a good segue. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Like they've been talking. They've been talking to all the pitchers, putting out feelers.
Above
DeGrom, he's younger.
DeGrom,
he's younger.
Yeah,
less injury prone.
No,
less injury prone.
DeGrom is my absolute father.
Yeah, I mean he's the GOAT for a reason, but like I'm not saying this is MLB trade rumors, not me. They have Dansby Swanson above Jacob DeGrom.
That's true, but he plays a more premium position than starting pitcher. Anyways,
whatever.
Astros this game on yeah, relievers are getting paid this year. It is ridiculous how much money they're getting.
Yes.
You think Rodon is a Met?
No.
I'm tired of watching Mariners games just thinking I wish Mitch was playing. Oh, but I really do wish Mitch was playing.
There's so many it's time to move on moments for the Mariners.
And there is.
Right now, I think.
Which makes me sad.
Kellenic, Haniger. It's all the outfield except for Julio.
It's time to move on from Julio.
All right, guys, that's the stream.
That was the stream. We're ending stream right now. You think Rodon could get 135, and DeGrom 4 for 180? Okay.
I think Rodon's back with the Giants, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna they're gonna try and spend. They're gonna try and remain a big market team, competing with the Dodgers year in and year out. They did it once, after their little hiatus from contention, and they're gonna be. They got a taste for blood. 107 wins. They'll do that to you. This year was a big regression. I think they're gonna want to try and contend more. Rodon is their ace.
I agree with that, but I also think, speaking of time to move on, it's time for the Giants to move on, man.
From what?
They're in a division with the Padres. They're in a division with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Giants aren't going anywhere. They had that one good year. They had that one good, nice little fluke year. You know what I mean?
Fluke? Oh, you mean 2021? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? I think the Giants have the pieces and the opportunity to contend with signing the right people. Yeah.
Oh, especially now with the extra wild card, I think is definitely that definitely helps their case.
Yeah.
Because if the first wild card goes to the Padres, someone's got to get the second wild card.
Yeah, and last year, who was that? The Phillies.
And the Padres.
No, but like the amount of wins, it's doable. It's doable getting 88 to 92 wins. I think with the Giants getting back Peterson, getting back a starting pitcher, I think it's possible. So
comments here. Do you think Mitch takes a
hometown discount?
I do. For the Mariners, I think he would.
I hope so.
Aaron said if France doesn't stay healthy, it'll soon be time to move on from him too. That I completely disagree with.
I'm very sad, but
I mean, the only reason he wasn't healthy is because someone ran into his wrist.
Sheldon Noisy, bastard.
Hate that guy.
Samuel.
Yo, what's up, dude? Already earned a sub, dude? Well, thanks, Sam. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait, hold up. What's up, dude?
Because you were talking smack about the Giants, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we all in agreement? Are we saying that you'd rather sign Conforto to a one instead of re-sign Mitch? I definitely would not. I like Conforto. I think he needs to come back and prove it before anything else. Yeah. Like Mitch is a good clubhouse leader. Everybody there loves him. Like You know what I mean? Like, I think I would rather have someone that the clubhouse already likes.
It's fair.
What am I saying? Oh, so you're not sold on the Rangers for Rodon, huh?
No, because I see them going after DeGrom.
Yeah, true.
So
That's fair. Yeah, I guess if they go and get DeGrom, then Rodon's probably not necessary.
I think
All right.
big players for Rodon would be like Yankees, Mets, Yankees, Mets, Rangers, Giants would be my four.
That's fair. I agree with that.
But I would have him going back to the Giants. He had a great year as the one. They're probably going to want him back. Has a good 1-2 combo with Logan Webb right behind him. I think it's enough to warrant him returning.
Rodon to Blue Jays. They need pitching. They do. I think we already gave him a couple pitchers on this list though. Yeah, Gallen, Rodon, Merrill Kelly with the Diamondbacks. I mean, I wouldn't hate it.
We got Heaney to the Blue Jays.
They do still need another pitcher.
It's interesting.
Huh. Well, we'll do Giants for now, and we'll see what happens.
We also have Kodai Senga going to the Rangers. Kodai Senga would be a Blue Jay.
True.
Never know. We're in the shortstop territory now, which is exciting.
We are. Dansby, Swanson.
Baseball Beast says, am I crazy for thinking Dansby goes to the Mariners and JP moves to second? Frazier gone.
You're not crazy.
I think
I don't think it happens.
With the way the market's been shaping up, I think Dansby is like actually like the most likely to be a Mariner. But
Agreed.
I think he either stays in Atlanta or he goes to the Cubs.
The Cubs come from in there.
The Cubs are my pick. The Cubs would be my pick if not the Braves. The Cubs are playing in this market with the shortstops.
Yeah, I think he goes back to the Braves. And it looks like the chat does too.
Yeah.
I think that Dansby goes back to the Braves. I mean, he's just but it's wow. MLB Trade Rumors has Cubs, Twins.
Crazy.
Interesting. The Cubs, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think Dansby to the Cubs.
Because you have Nico Horner at second instead.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I think of the free agent shortstops, I think he is probably the most likely to be a Mariner of the four currently.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't think any of the four end up being a Mariner.
Correct. So that leaves option if Dansby goes to the Braves, we could trade for Vaughn Grissom or Ozzy Albies.
Imagine we trade for Ozzy Albies. That'd be lit. Lit. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. He goes back to the Braves. He's a huge candidate for regression, and that's why I don't think that he deserves to like get a ton of money. Of the four shortstops, he's definitely the lowest.
Yeah.
Mariners need Ozzy Albies. I would love Ozzy Albies. He'd be a great leadoff hitter for the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Xander Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts. Joe, what do you got?
Why is it always me?
I don't know.
Phillies.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Phillies. Bryson Stott slides over to second.
Okay. Phillies. I am going with the Seattle Mariners.
All right.
Here's the thing, chat. I personally don't think the Mariners acquire or sign any of these four shortstops. I don't at all. If I'm being completely honest with you, and I have a video explaining that next week, I don't think they do. But heck it.
I think
he's going to the Mariners.
Xander, yeah.
Trey Turner to the Mariners. Oh, I would love Trey Turner to the Mariners more than anyone else on this list. Yeah. Negative Cold Day. Guys. Cardinals, Cinnamon Toast. I don't think they're going to be in on any. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be in on any of the shortstops. They have a great infield.
Brendan Donovan and Edmundo Sosa, right?
And Tommy Edman.
Right. Is Sosa on the Phillies?
He's on the Phillies. Now he got traded.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I think Bogaerts is the second most. I think Dansby's the most likely to be a Mariner. I think Bogaerts is the second most likely. But I can't go through this list. Even though I doubt it happens, I cannot go through this list and not give the Mariners a shortstop. I can't.
Okay.
What do we think, chat? I mean,
there's a resounding Mariners.
There is a resounding Mariners, Joe. I
I'm,
I like your Phillies deal,
yeah.
but I don't think it happens.
Where do you think the Phillies get a shortstop?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Next,
Trey Turner.
Trey Turner, Phillies.
Interesting.
Bogart's back to Boston. I just really don't think Boston's. So first of all, I think their relationship's kind of soured.
Yeah.
I think that Boston and Bogarts are kind of over each other. I would love to see Trey as a Mariner. Of all the players,
He's number one.
I want Trey Turner to be a Seattle Mariner.
Yeah.
But I think he goes to the Phillies.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Making a poll.
Oh. Like, hello?
All right.
Yeah, he is, Hadley. He is.
Dodgers.
Phillies.
My pick is the Dodgers. I think he goes back.
Dodgers. I think the two most likely options are either he goes back to the Dodgers or he goes to the Phillies. Dodgers will not be outbid. I don't know about that. They have a lot of money tied
But
up. In a lot of
if the Dodgers lose Trey Turner, who plays shortstop for the Dodgers?
Carlos Correa.
You think so?
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Say the Dodgers lose out on all the shortstops. Who
Mhm.
plays shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers in 20?
They lose out on all of them, like completely.
They do not get Correa, Turner, Bogarts, or Swanson.
I would say Lux moves to second, and Betts at second. Or I'm sorry, Lux moves to short, Betts at second.
Okay. Turner likes the East Coast, and he said recently he likes the idea of reuniting with Harper.
He has said that he likes the East Coast. I agree with that.
Uh-huh.
I think him at the top of the Phillies lineup would be really good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But he's also said that he enjoyed playing on the West Coast with the Dodgers. So
Yeah. That is
Boston's falling apart. I completely agree, Hadley. I think they need to
true. Just blow it up.
Yeah. They'll somehow get Willie Adames. Jay Rosie, that is actually one of the players I think that I want to make like a possible trade video for.
Mm-hmm.
Is Willie Adames.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Vargas, Aaron. That's true. That's true.
Who?
Miguel Vargas, right?
I have no idea who that is, to be honest with you.
Correa to the Dodgers. See, so that's the thing. Correa to the Dodgers is a very weird one for me. Correa to the Dodgers is weird because obviously he was on the Astros in 2017.
Uh-huh.
The Dodgers are very
Anti-Carlos Correa. Anti-Astro.
you know what I mean? Like a little bit of misaction. Like, yeah. So I don't know. Where are we at here for Trey Turner?
It's 93% Phillies.
All
I
right.
don't need to see anymore. It's fine. Okay.
Dab. All right. Next. Carlos Correa. What do you think?
No, I'm not going first.
I answered Trey Turner first. What do you mean?
All right.
Carlos Correa.
You ready?
Giants.
Yeah. 1,000,000,000%
Yep.
the Giants.
I think he goes to the Giants.
He's going to the Giants, and he and Jock Peterson are going to be like the two main like offensive guys for them to try and like bring it back.
You hate to say it, the Astros. You think Correa goes back to the Astros?
No shot.
Nah. Can Luis Arias play shortstop?
I don't know. He's a second baseman.
Yeah.
JP at second.
And he played
leave
a lot
JP
of
at short.
first. Could see them picking up Elvis Andrus as a stopgap after that strong six. Nah.
What about Brandon Crawford?
Maybe. WH Omega.
Yeah, he did not have a good year. So
Turner and Segura are such a good middle infielder. I personally think that Segura goes back to the Phillies. I do.
okay.
Like Simber added in too. Yeah, Aaron, I'm down for that. If that could happen, I'm down.
Yeah, Teoscar's an interesting one to trade for.
But Luis Arias to the Mariners, I would like Luis Arias. I would. He hits 390 every year, so
yeah.
I'm down for Luis Arias. But
Guy
do we all agree Correa to the Giants?
I think you or I are the only ones that said it. But I think
how do we feel?
I think Correa to the Giants for me. If Brandon Crawford moves over to second base, that's fine.
But then what's his butt play?
Who? Tyro Estrada, the outfield.
No, the other one. The other guy.
Who?
I don't know his name.
Correa to the O's. Interesting.
Segura back to the Mariners. Gray, honestly, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that like relationship soured. I think Segura has spoken out about how he did not like playing for the Mariners.
Yeah, like very
So,
bad.
my
Twins or
outlandish
both?
prediction this offseason: Correa is a Marlin. Jay Rosie, she.
I mean, that would be a great person to pair up with Jazz Chisholm, but
How are we gonna do that when Jazz Chisholm's gonna be a Mariner? Anyways, Correa to the O's is interesting. That's an interesting one.
I could see it.
I don't know.
He's
The Orioles
he's
know-
wearing orange next year, no matter what.
That's
He's
true.
wearing black and orange,
That's
no
true.
matter what.
To whoever pays him the most, yeah.
I just don't see.
Probably
I
true.
don't see a reunion with the Twins. I don't see him going back.
No, I don't either. I don't think he goes back to the Twins. I mean,
That's like
That
that was
was
like the
the
weirdest
most-
thing.
that was the most mind-boggling thing. I was like, wondering who the heck's gonna sign Correa, and I get the tweet, Correa to the Twins. I'm like,
Why?
oh,
so-
what do you mean?
Very bizarre.
Of course, the Astros is filling Jeremy Pena.
Yeah.
I think Giants. Let's do Giants.
Okay.
And finally, Aaron Judge, Mariners. That's fucking. There's no shot he goes to the Mariners. Aaron Judge, chat. Where's he going? Yankees would be another place for Correa. I don't think the Yankees are going to be in on the shortstops. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
They
honestly,
need to be, but I don't think they can with Judge.
No, yeah. Like, if the Yankees want to re-sign Judge, then yeah. Brendan Ryan is available. You're right. Re-sign Brendan Ryan. Judgment Day in Seattle. Mariners signed DeGrom and Judge and Trey Turner.
Yeah.
They're just printing money back there, huh?
I love it.
Giants or Mets, interesting. Giants for 9,325 on Judge.
I think Giants are the second suitor. If they miss out on a shortstop, they go get Judge.
Interesting. I personally think he goes to the Dodgers.
Really?
Yeah, because then they don't have to. Then they don't have to sign a shortstop. Then they move Lux to short and put Mookie at second. Josh Price has Judge to the Tigers. Could you guys imagine? That is true. That is true. The Yankees do have a lot of shortstop prospects, which is I think why they're not going to be in on that bidding war.
Mm-hmm.
Mets, Giants, or Dodgers. We can't afford them. Yo, can you make a poll? Giants,
Start a poll.
Dodgers, Yankees. With the first place Seahawks and the hot Kraken. Judge to the Nationals. Judge to the Expos. Chat. Yeah, I don't know. Aaron Judge is a tough one. Because I am terrified to see how much money he gets.
Aaron, I'm not adding the A's.
Did Aaron say the A's? Nah, fam.
Said it earlier.
Will never be a Mariner. Yeah, I don't think the Mariners are not going to be willing to pay this man like $45 million a year or whatever he's about to ask for. So I personally, if I'm the Mariners, I don't sign Aaron Judge. No, I don't.
Not happening for you.
No, I do not see in a realm of possibility where Jerry DiPoto calls Aaron Judge and say, "Hey man, how much you want?" Aaron Judge says, "Yeah, can you throw in the Space Needle?" And DiPoto's like, "Have a good day," and he hangs up. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with Hadley just said. I don't know if I would say if it's a disgrace because I'm like whatever, it is like a business, but Judge he should be a Yankee for life.
I agree. He's
opinion.
somebody. Do you remember? Off topic here,
Are
Chad.
you talking about Mike Trout?
I've heard of him.
Oh.
No. Do you remember when you and I first talked about Aaron Judge? Because I have a stupid memory, and I remember the weirdest things.
No.
I remember texting you one day because I was in a fantasy baseball league,
Okay.
and Aaron Judge, his first year was really bad, terrible at baseball.
Well, his debut season, his rookie season, he had 52 home runs.
Correct.
Okay.
My point. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then I texted you and I said I picked up Aaron Judge just for fun as a bench piece that year. I drafted him.
Yeah.
And then he went on to hit 50 home runs, and I was like, "Oh my god, I am the Messiah."
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, Aaron. No shot. Like the two of them, like that, the amount of money that it would cost for that it's just way too much. Guys, are you guys kidding me?
It's tied. We need one more vote. Next vote wins,
Somebody-
except unless it's for the Yankees.
Let's say for the Yankees. Next vote wins. Chat, who's going to be Giants or Dodgers? No shot. You guys were like, it'd be funny if we make them all tie. Now they're going to all vote for the Yankees until it's 33, 33, 33. I know what you guys are going to do.
I hope
chat.
so. I hope so. Hey, Baseball Beast, been chatting in here. Just subscribe too. Thanks, dog.
Yeah, baseball beast. Thank you.
What a beast.
Giants it is.
Jesus Lord.
Giants it is.
Oh, we got to vote for the Yankees.
Wow.
Judge is a friend of Griffey.
Wait, it's getting weird.
It's getting funky.
It's getting weird.
Let's
Wait,
get
are you guys doing the
funky.
thing? Are you guys going to make it be 33, 33, 33? Of years Judge will fit. Honestly, I like Aaron Judge. I do. I don't think he's worth how much he's going to get paid this year. This year was a great year for him.
Yeah.
But
there's no way.
I just don't see a world where he is. Yeah.
More Giants. I'm shocked. All right, well the Giants are winning the 2023 World Series. They get Aaron Judge, Carlos Correa, Carlos Rodon, and Jock Peterson. They're good. They're set.
That's a good team right there.
Yeah.
Aren't doing their Cano contract. I completely agree. Yeah, it's performance based and he's young. So at the end of his contract, if he's bad and it only goes the 12 years or the 8 years it is, he'll still be 29. So he'll still be healthy more than likely,
Knock on wood. But yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I think it's a good list. Let's look at